everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Leanne, and I am going to be starting some seeds and moving things around in my garden today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy. No idea what these are. There's some form of brassica, and then there's another one in there that you can't. Oh wow. Maybe I'll do a mystery plot. After you start your seeds, make sure you tape your bags back up, because otherwise you will have a bag full of seeds that you don't know what they are. Alright, I just want to look through these again and make sure I'm not missing anything that I could be starting right now. I can start this kale with the rest of the kale. I've got 2 different kinds of kale and 2 different kinds of romaine. I've got these cute little pots, so convenient actually. I have 4 of these that I'm starting. I have 4 of these. I mean, just perfect. Let's get this thing out of the way for now. So I don't feel like filling up my whole watering can. I'm just gonna use this just to get the soil a little damp before noisy helicopters. A little damp before I put the seeds in. All right, romaine, red romaine, kale. This one's supposed to be red kale. I'll have to change that when we go inside. All right, let's go take them out to the greenhouse. So cute. Cucumbers, because I'm anticipating needing to put the cucumbers in this greenhouse for a little while, or maybe for their entire life. I have to look at that packet. I was just looking at my seeds and I still didn't do that. Let's go do that now before I forget. To the garage we go. My mini row by row stickers. Thank you, Haas Tools. It does say 8 to 12 weeks. There you have it, folks. 8 to 12 weeks before the last frost. So these might just take a little bit longer than regular cucumbers do. And it says before, not after, because I thought maybe it said start 8 to 12 weeks after the last frost. But these cucumbers might just take a little bit longer to get going. It still seems pretty early to start cucumbers, but I didn't start all of them, as you can hear me just shaking them around. Hopefully we will have success in that department. I put this sweet potato vine up here with hopes that it will trail down the side of this cupboard. That'll be so lovely. I hope it works. If you guys ever have a sweet potato that you're not planning on cooking with, you let it sit out for a little too long and it gets all weird and wrinkly, maybe put it in some water and let it grow, and you'll have a houseplant. I would like more houseplants, but I have a 2-year-old. So if you guys have been keeping up with my channel a while, you'll have seen that I started some Market Side Organic Walmart garlic, and the chickens are in the same yard as it. And even though I have the garlic bed covered with chicken wire, they're still able to like hop on the chicken wire and peck at the garlic. So I'm hoping it's not too far gone. I'm gonna move this fencing around the coop and put the chickens next to the garden instead of within the garden, and then do some work on cleaning up the whole space itself. Hopefully I have enough time while the boys are sleeping, but if not, they can just come out and hang out with me because it's so nice outside. Hello, ladies. Following me all around the fence. I'll bring you treats. This is where we had the chickens before. My shadow's in the way. There's this beautiful grass growing, and it must have been what was in their feed, because I did not plant grass there. Get off, Missy. Need to get a scoop for this thing. Just been kind of dumping it. Bon appetit. Don't really need to put my gloves on right now, but I'm gonna, just so they don't have to hold them. Let me get you some fresh water. To keep myself distracted from wanting to fill my beds up, what I'm gonna do is move the fence to give the chickens a different spot, and they can get all the bugs out of another spot, and hopefully that'll be where they stay for a little while. So our yard's not really big enough for them to be free ranged, because they just get all up in our stuff and poop on the patio, and I don't like that. Our neighborhood is pretty new, so when they were putting the houses in here and leveling out the yards, I think they trucked in a lot of dirt, which is mostly sand. So it's not really that great to grow in. I kind of learned that the hard way last year. And I'm gonna try to build up the soil to be worth it to grow in. She's like pecking at my legs. Don't do that. Don't like that. Eat your food. Don't peck at me. You guys are like little velociraptors. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna move the coop, move the yard, and move the fence around the yard. I don't like being pecked at by chickens. Oh, you poop so much. I'm gonna be replacing their bedding today too. I was prepared for their laying to kind of fizzle out a little bit because of the cold, but it's really, I guess, not been cold enough for that to happen. But maybe it will. It's a little windy today, so I anticipate that means we're gonna get a little bit of a temperature drop. So maybe their laying will peter out a little bit, but we have a good amount accumulated, so I don't think it'll be a big deal. We probably won't need to buy eggs. They're definitely pulling their weight as much as they can between giving us eggs and fertilizer. What did I come in here for? This will make it a lot easier for me to clean the coop out. All right, that's all cleaned out. Oh, Alfred, you were so handsome. Daddy! Gotta work with what you got, I guess. I gotta get the scissors and get the rest of these posts out and then figure out where I'm gonna lay them again. Ben is heading to the store right now because we need a different size bolt to put these wheels on the coupe. I'm gonna poke my head inside and make sure the boys are still sleeping because it was getting a little bit later. Usually they're done with their nap by now. This job might end up spanning till tomorrow. The boys are both still sleeping, so I'm gonna grab the post hole pounder and get these posts in the ground. Okay, change of plans. We are gonna put the coupe over here instead of over here because I only have 62 feet of fencing right now, and if I rely on that solely, it'll only be a 15 by 15-ish space for them, and that's not very big. So I'm gonna do 62 divided by 3 and use the fence along the back of the property. I got all the T-posts in. They're not perfectly spaced, but they're roughly about 5 feet apart. And then some of them are a little crooked, but that's okay. And I actually have 4 more T-posts. Before I didn't really think about the way I was spacing them, so I kind of had them put up inefficiently. But now I got them 5 feet apart. I just asked Ben to pick up zip ties from the store and we can put the fence on after that, but I need to charge my phone while I wait for him to get back. Okay. Hi everybody, it's the next day and we got this job finished up last night, and it was a little too dark to record while we were doing it, but we just needed to get it done so that the girls had a good spot to be for the rest of the night. So let me show you what we accomplished. So if you remember, the fence was around this space. Now it's over here. Couple reasons why we moved it over here instead of over there, because in the beginning of the video I thought it would be better if it was over there and easier for me because I could have left this whole row of T-posts up, but after I thought about it I realized I did not have enough material to close them off in this spot, so we moved them over here instead. I had like 62 feet or so of welded wire. So we had enough welded wire to give them 20 by 20 yard, with the backyard fence being part of their fence. Dude. Tractor?
Tractor now!
Oh. That's what he's talking about. Not a tractor, dude. Or there's actually 2 more upgrades that we did to the coupe. And bigger wheels. A little bit easier to move. And we put a bar in here for them to roost. Looks like they have given us some eggs for the morning. Looks like all 5 of them laid already. Great job, ladies. We don't know how long we're going to be staying at this property, but my idea is every year we'll move the chicken yard and coop into a different spot, and then I'll garden where they were the previous year. And I think that will help the property a lot as far as the soil being nice to grow in. This video was just a quick update on how we are moving things around in the garden and getting ready for the spring or late winter, early spring gardening to start. Pretty excited about everything. My broccoli and cabbages are going to be the first things to go out into the garden. Thank you guys so much for watching. Happy gardening.